Hello and welcome to Smitty's. I am a wood cutting fanatic who loves to run a chainsaw. I run alcohol chainsaws, ported chainsaws, I race chainsaws, and I even run the occasional vintage. Now remember, I cannot do this without you. You're everything to the channel, so please remember, subscribe, give that thumbs up, leave that comment. Today, we are going to have a lot of fun. So how you doing? So today we're going to run the Craftsman S205. So we did a top end swap. So we put the top end from a Husqvarna 55 on it. Did some port work to it and everything. And today we're going to give it its first cuts. Now, even though we did some port work to it, I'm not expecting high level performance. You see, I'm not quite certain where the performance of the saw will be with this top end to kind of make my decisions in the port work to figure out where to put, to make the improvements. So I really laid it back. I'm not expecting great performance levels here. Today is about making sure we got a good viable setup and everything, and deciding what future plans we might have with this saw. Do we want to try to turn it up more, leave it where it is, all that stuff. So let's get some cuts in and see how she works out. Hopefully she runs good and everything. I can tell you I've already idled out one full tank of gas. So, we got that much done. And I did make one attempt to make some cuts. Just the impulse line, apparently the JB Weld. I had to put some JB Weld on the impulse line. And, well, let's just basically say that apparently the JB Weld wasn't fully set because it just came apart. So I just finished re-JB welding it. And hopefully she's good to go now. So here we go. Let's see what happens. So there it is. Craftsman S205 with the top end from a Husqvarna 55. It's one of the cheap Warwick ones. One of the decisions we're going to make here is whether we should get one of the Meteor closed port cylinders. Because right now I'm trying to keep it cheap. But we'll see. Everything is still on the table at this point, and we can make our decisions as we go. Alrighty. All right, so there we go. She performs okay. Can definitely tell it needs broke in, but you know, she's actually not running too bad at all. I think I can get more out of it for certain. I'm noticing it's having an issue. The clutch was sticking, so you're trying to return to idle. The clutch was wanting to stick and stay on, but as time went on, it started to improve. So maybe there was some grease in there or something was making it stick. I don't know. We'll see how that progresses. And the starter pawls are kind of wanting to catch when running. I can hear them in there, kind of wanting to catch, and it's almost like they're loose or something. So we'll keep an eye on that too. But other than that, everything seems to be fine. The tune on the low speed circuit especially is a lot leaner now than what it was from the factory. I got a really noisy plane above me. Can you tell I live near an airport? Give this guy a minute. Alrighty, that's better. But anyway, yeah, so I mean, she runs pretty decent. Definitely could get more out of it. You know, the put work I put into it is nothing extreme, but I didn't, you know, do a bunch of high performance mods or nothing. We got the conversion in. We did a little bit of work to get it performance level to this point. Now, I think what we're going to do is maybe run it a couple of times in this form and work it, you know, getting it broken in a little bit better and see how she does. And then as time goes on, we'll make a decision on whether or not we want to go back in and get some more out of it or whatnot. Because I'm pretty certain I can get more out of it You know what I mean? I left a lot of room in there. In fact, the worst thing on this saw that I noticed is the chain. You know, for a semi-chisel chain with a safety raker and everything, it sure does cut awfully rough. It is nothing smooth about this chain at all. It's, yeah, it's definitely rough. Definitely a rough feeling chain in the wood. But before we get into more testing though, I need to get some of this wood split up. It's just, I got rounds sitting everywhere that I need to split. So for a little while here, I'm going to be working on splitting wood, getting stuff cleaned up here before we get into making a lot more cutting. Which, you know, I could end up doing that all next weekend or something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll catch you in the next one. Later.